Hey guys, I'm Tim, and today I've got a 1985.5 Porsche 944. The 944 is a two-seater sports car made by Porsche from 1982 until 1991. The 944 was Porsche's most popular vehicle until the release of the 911 Carrera and the Boxster, with over 163,000 units sold. So today, I'll delve a little bit into the history of the 944, look at the exterior design, then the interior, then take it out on the road, and then I'll give it a rating. Today, an inexperienced car review. Alright, let's start off with the history of the 944. The 944 was made to be a mid-level model of the 924. It shares the same body style, and it was unveiled in Le Mans Auto Show in 1982 and was sold later that year. It was sold in both naturally aspirated and turbocharged versions, and it remained pretty much the same until its demise in 1991, when it was traded off to the more advanced 968. Alright, well, with the history out of the way, let's start with the design. So we have this kind of large, bulky front bumper. This was only on the USDM version. In Europe, they just had a more flush, style-friendly version of the bumper. These big rubber bump protectors don't really look amazing on it, but they do the job. This car had pop-up headlights, which I'm always a fan of, and that's pretty much it in the front. Pretty basic. Alright, so next up, let's move on to the side. The first thing I want to talk about the side is how wide it is. You can't really see it from this angle, but the rear wheels, bodywork actually sticks out on the front as well. And it looks almost like a wide body, and the 924 actually didn't have this, despite being the higher level, more sporty version of the 944. Or vice versa, rather. And I think that's very cool. I like it, and I want to talk about the lines as well. This rear window here is a major design point, and it was apparently based on the Lamborghini Miura. It has this kind of angular situation going on here, which was, it seems minor, but apparently in Porsche AG they thought that was really cool. And yeah, the lines in this car are amazing. Alright, now moving on to the back of the 944. It is absolutely decked out with rubber. I mean, you've got rubber rear bash guards, again, a USDM exclusive, and this rubber rear wing, which I've never seen in another car with a rubber rear wing before. I mean, it's, you can't really see it that well probably, but I mean, it's completely malleable. And then let's talk about the badging here. You've got this 944 badge, which is pretty streamlined. I think it looks really good. Very 80s, and the Porsche lettering here, which is iconic for all Porsches really. And it's a single exit exhaust, and for daily driver points, it is a hatchback. I can't open it, unfortunately, but it is a hatchback, which is pretty cool. All right, one more thing I wanted to talk about with the 944 is this lockable fuel filler cap. I believe these were more common back in the day, but you don't really see them very much anymore. So to open it, you just have to hold it because or else it moves. But you just do that, unlock it, pull it out, and it opens up. And yeah, you don't see those very much anymore, and one of the main things about this car is just the 80s quirks, so just wanted to get that in there. Alright, now moving on to the interior of the 944. We're going to start with the gauge cluster. It's actually fairly modern for 1985. It actually had a fuel economy gauge. It didn't have like average or anything like that, but it just had a, moving gallons per hour. Tachometer, speedometer, pretty generic. The owner actually put this aftermarket wheel on there, but I think it fits pretty well with the rest of the car. It's removable. As per buttons, it's pretty basic. But yeah, I mean, you get your clock, you get your AC, heating, an aftermarket radio, and yeah, that's about it. Alright, next we're going to talk about the powertrain. This is a rear-wheel drive, 2.7 liter inline-4, naturally aspirated. And yeah, we'll get an exhaust clip and an engine clip. So let's do that.
let's get the 944 out on the road. The most accurate thing I can say about driving the 944 is that it's something that requires practice. It's a car that will make you realize how spoiled you've been by modern conveniences like traction control, power steering, and, just the widespread use of automatic gearboxes. I mean, I am a terrible driver with manual, so I might be a little biased, but it is definitely a difficult car to drive, but once you get it down, it is a very fun car to drive. It's not the fastest thing in the world, and while the steering is very difficult, when it's at speed, it takes turns very well. It grips very well. It digs deep into them, and it just holds its place. And I think that's much to the credit of the wider wheelbase and the wide body on it. It's very low to the ground as well. Steering it is probably its largest drawback. It is very difficult to steer. But other than that, honestly, it's a very good car, and it was very fun to drive it. So I'll be giving the 1985.5 Porsche 944 an 8 out of 10. So yeah, that was the review of the 944, and I'd just like to say thanks to Asher Brennan for letting me use his car for this video and letting me near destroy his transmission. And I'd also like to thank Taj Batal for recording the video and for squeezing into the cramped back seat of the 944, and also withstanding the horrible clutch kicks I was giving him. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, like and subscribe, and yeah, hopefully I'll either have the mail truck or the Volkswagen Thing video up soon. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.
When you hear that low rumbling noise,
Yeah.
it means you might need to shift down, but also if you just get it.
No, but I love that body type.